Okay, hey, welcome. So we are at it again with another DIY. All right, so I had this customer come that is in need of a bra to go under their dress that they already purchased, and nothing out there matches. So I said, well, if you get a bra, I'll cover it. And that's what we're going to do today. So we are going to take this bra here and we're going to cover it, literally. Not just like that. We're not done. Okay, so we gotta form it around the cup itself. We have to do the forming around the cup and the placement of it all. So for cohesiveness of what I'm trying to do for this lady's bra, I have about I want to say it's not quite half a yard. It's a little less than that. But I'm going to focus on the cups first. And after I've done the cups, then I will focus on the band of it because we can always reposition and face that area as we need to. So that's pretty much what we have. And we're going to pin it in place. Technically, I've never done this before, but it's not too hard to do. I'm just going to pin right here on the side of the bra. I'm going to pin right next to where I want the seam to attach the fabric. And then I'm going to go over to the center because I pinned here. I'm going to go to the center of the bra. Of course, keeping the forming of the bra, not crushing the cup, but just, to go over to the other side. And I'm going to pin it there also, as you can see. And then once I pin there, we're going to pin. You're going to have to fold for sure. Like there's no way of getting around having to fold. It probably is, but we don't have time for that. So we're going to come and we're going to fold it like right there. For now, we're just going to pin it. And I am pinning above the bra wire just because I am going to have to, careful, don't hurt yourself. I'm going to have to stitch it in place to hold it to secure, of course. And if I have more time, I probably could take the time to not have to have a folding here, but I think the folding done right will be cute. If it's done right, which we're going to do. I'm taking gift fabric here and I'm just going to place it, overlap it on top of each other. And you have that there. Yeah. I might have to smooth it out just a smidge more. Want it to be attractive still for the young lady. There we go. We did it here. Oh, we could do one. We could do one fold instead of a double. I might have to go with the one fold. I prefer the one fold over doing the double as I had in mind. Yeah, did you see how I did that? So I was going to do two, but I don't like it that much. So I'm going to just do one. Mind you, I have it pinned in those four places. I'm pulling it just enough, but I'm not over pulling it where it's distorting the cup form. And this is just so that we have what we need in the fabric. Yeah. And I'm going to repin that there. I'm pinning it right on top. For this one, because I want the fold to be there, I'm going to go ahead and fold it. I need a longer pin. Her dress is beautiful. It just didn't have enough. It's a little sheer, I'll put it like that. It's a very sheer garment. Okay, got that in place. Now we're gonna take that. Ooh, my nail. Make sure you keep your nails snag free. That's for sure. Cause you can have your nails snagging the garment, and you just like, oh gosh, stop it. Okay, so I took that one pin out to relay that. Now that we've got that fold dart in place. And I got my pin there. Alrighty. Now, as far as the front side goes, or the upper part, I just intended on folding it over and stitching it down. But I did want to stitch it from this side first and then go back. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that per se now that I've already begun my covering process. I'm going to have to top stitch it and do like a double fold underneath, more than likely. Yeah, I feel comfortable doing it that way. I feel very comfortable doing it that way. Yeah. Do we have to have a fold at the top again? Possibly. Very possible, but not a guarantee just yet. Let's see. I'm going to smooth that out at the bottom. I think I might have to do a folding up here just because. Yeah, I will. Just because this is the first time we're doing this and we're going to make it all work and make it beautiful. Yep, we're going to do that. We're definitely going to do that. Uh-huh. Okay. So moving on to the next portion. We're going to pin it in the center. I'm in the center of the bra now. And we're just smoothing out this area, this space in the center of the bra. I'm going to cover this completely. There's not going to be an ounce of what the original bra color was showing. Pinning it there to secure what we need to do. Keeping the form without distorting the form of the bra while you're pinning and placing everything. And again, we're going to pin this side in place. And we're back to the bottom like we had the other bra. I need to take this off before I sew it in permanently to the inside lining. Okay. So as we did a fold over here, we're going to do a fold on this side too. Be careful that your fabric isn't pulling too much for you when you get ready to do this. I could have cut a smaller piece, but of course I did not. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's pin it once more on the curve. so that we can keep the form that we need. I'm going to pin it again just here. You'll see when you're doing the bra where you need to put your pins in place to hold everything. Okay, now I've got this piece just here, and I did my fold outward on this one, so I'm going to do it outward also on the other one. Give me just a moment to assist someone. Okay, so I like this folding a lot better than this one, but we have to readjust our pinning because the fabric is bulging just a little bit there now that the fold is in place. I'm going to resubmit my folding because I prefer so just take your time as you're doing it and go around. As you're doing it, take your time. You want it to be right, not a mess. It's better to take your time and it be right than to have gone super fast and have to redo the whole thing. That's my best advice. I'm going to go ahead and clip this fabric just here. Here. I may have to reposition this just a little bit because it's too much giving one direction. Okay, I have to cut this off because it's giving me the flux. All this extra fabric needs to come off here. Okie dokie. And we're going to cut this extra off the bottom. Again, I've never done this before, so I'm just kind of doing it as it comes to me. And we're going to just make it work. Price range, I only charge $20 because I never did it before. But once I know, oh, trust me, boo-boo, it will not be $20 again. I just did 20 because that was the first number that came to my head. The fabric itself, I think this was about $7 or $8 at Joann's, I believe. Don't quote me on it because I don't know. I don't remember. But I also did not get a full yard either. So that's also why it would not be the amount that it could have been. I cut it a little bit too soon, but we're going to make it work because we can always adjust and add. We're gonna adjust and add as we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. There are a few things to sewing that just require you having enough patience with yourself to pretty much just figure out what works, what gives you the look that you're trying to achieve ultimately. Yeah, that's what you're that's what you're doing. Just fixing this middle section here so that it can be as smooth as possible. You know what? I do think I still want to go with the other idea of stitching it on the other way and then flipping it over. Okay, I know y'all about to be like, what? You flipping it? I am. I don't like it. This is one way to do it, okay? How about that? So you can pin everything in place and then like go and top stitch everything around. I don't like it because then you have to like try and double fold everything over. But what I want to do now that I have another idea in my head, that's why it's always got good to buy just a smidget more extra fabric than what you normally might need, just so that you can have any, hiccups or whatever that take place every now and then. You can make something work with them. So we're going to take this other piece of fabric and we're going to cover it the way I really think it should be done, which is like this. I am going to take the right side of the fabric and place it to the inside of the bra. This is the inside of the bra. I'm going to take the widest part of the fabric just here and fold it in half with what I have left. Right there. Okay, so I folded my fabric in half. My fabric is folded in half. I want to take this right side to the wrong side of the bra. A repeat. I took the right side of the fabric and I'm going to stitch it to the wrong side of the bra. You'll see in just a second what I'm doing. And I'm going to pin it at the center point. This is going to work much better than what I was just getting ready to do. And I would suggest your needle be about a 14, 16, probably a 16. This feels a little tough and a little tight to work with, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Okay, so just starting with the center of the bra and placing it underneath. Be mindful of the wire. Be mindful of the wire. You know, a matter of fact, no, I can't do that till we go flip on the other side. Don't worry about that. So there's the boning, the wire that's in the bra. Be careful because it will break your needle. It will break your needle. And all I'm doing, I hope this is a good view for you, is I'm going to go and let my fabric hang over just a little bit beyond the border, the edge of the bra. It's just going to hang over like, I don't know. What's that? A fifth, a 5/8 or something like that. I don't know. But that's what I'm doing. I'm letting the fabric hang over just a bit. And prayerfully, the needle will not break. I'll do a little bit of back stitching, but not a lot. And we're going to just follow the bra. Follow the edge of the bra. We're following it. We're following the edge of the bra. Okay, so from there, when you get to the other side of the cup, that's where I'm going to suggest to stop and do a little back stitching, but not much. And we're going to clip it right there. For some reason, my thread is acting a fool underneath here. My bobbin is doing the most. I knew it was doing something. I just couldn't tell. But we ain't going to worry about that because it's going to be hidden anyways. And we're going to Man, another person coming. Okay, so now, oh, I think a mosquito bit me. We're going to do the other side. I might have to take this loose because it literally is not. It's okay. No worries, no worries. Give me just a moment. Again, I will be right back. Okay, so we're back at it again. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now is go to the other side of the bra and stitch that in place. Again, I am simply just following the edge of the bra. This way I can show you a better view. I can show you a better view now. Yeah, you see my thread under there is a mess, but we're not worried about it because we're going to flip it over anyways. And we are going to, oh, I can't get under. You want to overpass your boning so that you don't break your needle. And I'm just a little bit over the edge of the bra. Hello, how are you? Good. And stitch and take it back just a little bit. As you can see, I just have it over just a little bit, like not even 5/8. And I'm just following the edge of the bra with my hand, my fingers, to know where to stitch. Yep. And you just do that all the way around in the bra. Yeah. And then back at the other side of the boning, I'm going to back stitch just a little and take it out. For whatever reason, my thread is literally acting a fool on me. Don't you hate that when that happens and your threading is just like, I'm not going to listen to you, my bobbin? You know, put it in there again. Carefully. It will sew the way it's supposed to. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. All right. So now that we've done that, I'm going to bring you back up here. Say hello. See me. And now we have the bra stitched on the wrong side. It's stitched on the wrong side. We're going to flip it over. We're going to flip the bra, the fabric, over this way. And now we're pull this sucker the way we need to pull it. This is much better than the other way. It would have been a little bit more intricate doing it the other way, but I like this way better. We're going to be able to make this work just fine. Let me get a little bit more space. So now you can see the forming of the bra. The bra is in position. And now I'm going to let's figure it out. What's our focus? Our focus is to get the bra sewn underneath on the other side now. Plus the center. So the center of the bra. The center of the bra is our new focal point. I think I'm just going to stitch it straight down because there's no other way to figure that out. Stitching it straight down the center of the bra here would be the best idea, and then I can come back and I can start shaping it around everything else with the forming of the cup. And that's what we're going to do. For some reason, my thread is still cutting up on me. I think it's my upper. No, it's not my upper thread. Okay, let's see. All right, so I stitched it down the center front, right there, right there. And now we're going to pull it around. We have to pull this to fit the way we need it to. How should we pull it? I think I'm going to go with the idea of just shaping it. Yeah. So if you can see how it's like pulling, gathering, we're gonna have to do that. I could probably clip this now for sure. I just don't want to cut too much of it off just yet. So just so you can see what I'm trying to figure out is from the center point here that I've sewn down, I'm trying to figure out how to pull the fabric just trying to figure out what's the best way to gather the fabric here. Because if I pull it from above, just like I'm just gathering all the fabric, gathering all the fabric and pulling it like so, that's not bad to be honest. And then the curve is still right there. Then it's just this inner part here. I just want it to look as nice as possible, even though I don't know what I'm doing. I think that's okay. That looks okay. It does actually. It looks quite nice to be honest. Yep, I like that. I do. I do. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it. I really, really like it. And I put a pin there. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw what I just did, but that's what we're doing. And now we're going to do it on this side. We're gonna repeat what we just did. I have 3 folds in here. How did that happen? Let's try to recreate this masterpiece on the other side. So I have the fabric laid out and then I pulled it because the side, remember your band isn't covered yet. The bra band is still exposed. It's loose. I pulled the fabric from the sides. So here's one, here's another, and here is, okay, I have to figure that out. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna put a pinning just, it's where I need to clip the fabric. That's the problem. So we're gonna go here, here. All right, we're gonna clip this fabric off just down here. I'm coming a significantly far away from the edge of the bra just because I don't want it to be a fiasco in about 5 minutes. Okay. Plucked it away just a little bit from one bra cup. These are the technical parts you have to figure out on your own as you're doing it. So make sure you buy enough fabric so that you can do it when you're doing yours. Okay, again, we are covering. Hi, random child. Okay. So it's smoothed out over here. We got no issues right here, and we should probably pin it in place just because we need to. I would pin beyond the bra cup, the boning, just so you don't have an issue with trying to sew that area. I pinned at the top and I'm pinning just below. Okay, yep, that's good. And this side. We're trying to make it look like that as close as possible. As close as possible. I might be able to pull that a little bit, just a smidget. It's okay, in my opinion, but we'll see. So we got one, then we got two. Hold that there, and then we're trying to get this other one. I lost it now. Oh, no, 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 no. Go back, go back, go back. Oh, man. Shucky duck. No. Okay. Don't worry about it. Let's. I lost it, y'all. I lost it. It's gone. The formation I had is now gone. This is okay, though. I don't like that it sits so high. Hmm. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Oh man, I don't know. I guess we have to rechange it because it's not going to get back the way I had it. Okay, let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just pin this here just beyond the area of the boning of the bra. And we're going to do one more here. Alrighty. I have to look at the bra to try and figure this out a little bit here. Let's see. I hope you can see enough of it to try and get the gist of what it should be. Okay, I see my problem is it's in here. You know how you don't want to cut it too soon because you're not sure what's about to happen once you cut it. Because when you cut it, it's cut. There's no going back. And that's what we just have to do. There's no turning back once we got it. I think I'm gonna stitch it right here. think once you play around with it a little bit, you kind of get the gist of what it should be or of how something should be. I think that's good enough. Let's just sew it and see what happens in a second. Okie dokie. So we're just gonna stitch it down and see. Just a moment. Oops. Oh. Okay. So we have one side of the bra done. It's stitched around. We're gonna cut it off. Be careful not to cut the bra itself. Okay, so we're going to go from the other side now of this bra and stitch it from the center all the way around, all the way there. And we're going to cut it off and then we're going to do the band straps. So now that we have the bra together for the most part, and it's fairly identical, a little not so, but oh man, I did not put the flaps the same way. I should have folded this one in this way instead, but they both are going this way. It should have been this one meeting towards this way, but it's okay, no big deal. We're not going to take it a loose to redo it right now, just not. Now focusing on the band. I would like to make a sleeve to go on here. because we're going to try and cover all of this up by stitching the band side here and then folding it this way and covering from there. What's the best way to get that done? That is the question. I should have extended the bra fabric out to here and then cut it, but that's for a future note. Okay. Again, you're going to have to eyeball it for what you're doing differently. I'm going to clip the excess that I don't need because I sewed way too much of it. I didn't go over this part just yet because I need to be able to sew the other top part of the band and then fold it under here, but leaving the hooks exposed. Uno momento. Okay, so I would highly recommend sewing this at a slight angle. I do have a little bit of extra fabric that's folding over, only because, as I had stated, I should have left extra fabric from the bra side over here. When I cut this off, I should have let it be a section that came over here further before cutting it. But that's okay. You learn as you go, right? So we're going to pull this tight before we cut it. Yeah. And we're going to fold it over. So we're going to fold it over in the sewing process. I don't know how to say that exactly, but I'm just going to take it and pin it here. You want to make sure it's smooth. Make sure that it is smooth, that's for sure. So I have my pin in place there. You're going to cut beyond the hooks that are in the back because you want to fold it over and cover the color of the bra. That's the whole goal. And we're going to cut this here just beyond the bra as well. I'm pinning on top of the edge of the bra just so I can know where my band needs to at least go beyond when I get ready to cut it. If you cut it about half an inch beyond the edge, you should be good. Or cut an inch. It just depends on how much room for mistakes you want to allow. But once you get it down, you'll know how to do it. So as you can see, I have my excess here. I have about I have more of an inch over, maybe an inch and a half. But my goal is to you could sew it down like this if you so desire. If you so desire, you could sew it down like this. You could do a double roll. You could double roll it so that it folds just on top of where it needs to be. For me, I'm gonna have to tuck it under quite a bit to do that. Yeah, I'd have to do it just like that. Plus, I have to fold it underneath so that it cannot show on the other side. Or not, you'll see in just a second what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to bring you in close so you can see this detail that I'm about to do. So we're covering the bra for the color that's needed. What I'm going to do is fold this extra fabric under here, just like so. Now, I just folded this over. You could top stitch this down and fold it so that you don't have that, but I want to make sure no one can see that there's a beige bra under here, so that's why we're going to go over this way. But the thing is not covering the hooks that are there. That's the main goal that we are trying to avoid and achieve at the same time. So there's that. I'm just putting it through, not really doing anything else. I'm going to have to move this pin out of my way. We're folding it all under. And hopefully this does work. Now you're going to have to probably hand stitch this because there's no way of going over those hook and eyes without having some ordeal that we don't have to have. And I'm pushing the extra excess up inside that spot where I said don't go beyond this area to sew. I'm pushing that in there. And I'm going to do like this. And there. Okay. Yeah, and you have that gaping there that you have to now go and fix, of course. You have to go and hand stitch this, do a stitch whip or a slip stitch from here to here. You could try and stitch it if you wanted to, but I don't recommend it because of your hooks that are there. But we can stitch it this way up the bra. And we still need to finish folding down the remainder. It is a double fold over. So you're folding it down once. You fold it once to fold it again. This is just my way of folding it. You do the way that works best for you when you fold it. And of course, you're going to have to go back and check and make sure everything looks good on the opposite side. Don't be so focused on one side that you forget to look at the opposite side. And there's the bra cover. So let's go ahead and stitch this. I'm gonna, bless you, move that out the way for the moment, and then we're going to start stitching down on the band side. Okay. One, they don't make suits the way they used to, but they be like, I ain't buying another one. I have no need to. Yeah. That's why he didn't want to take it to the tailor because he knew he was gonna charge way more. He do? I've never gone down there before. Oh wow. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, okay. I'm glad we do because I'm like, I don't want to sew that shiggity. Yeah, I'll be like, nah, go down there. Especially all the people that want the European cut pants. Like, if you didn't buy it that way, then why are you trying to get these wide leg pants tapered that much? No, that like the men's suits, how they want it tapered in with the European cut, how it be short and low. It'd be a lot. Okay, so as you can see, we have one side of the bra pretty much almost done. Now, as far as this border edge here goes, I'm probably going to make a trim and cover this. I'm going to make a like a little sleeve, if you will, but I'm going to cover the trim here and here so that it doesn't look so raggedy taggedy, because that's just not cute. I could have just turned it under and did that, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't do that. I should have, but I didn't. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. And I still have to slip stitch this area here. I have to slip stitch this in order to um, have this, look decent for the young lady. And it's going to slightly overlap just to make sure that the other color isn't showing. And I still could go ahead and just stitch this a little bit just to hold it in place. But I still would have to still stitch it. Even if I stitched it right here, I still have to go back and slip stitch it closed. But that's that. And we're going to go to the other side now. This video is actually taking longer than what it could be, but that's just because I didn't know what I was doing from the get-go, but we're going to make it work. Wow. Bless you. Mhm. I know. I was at the park with my niece, like, oh my gosh, I need to go. She having a blast, and I'm just itching crazy, sneezing 1,000,005 times. Right. I woke up the other day, my eyes was all crusty. I had to peel it apart. I was like, what is this goo? Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Mm. Oh yeah. The attack all day. One year it was so bad they was like, your daughter just can't go outside. I had to leave. I couldn't go to school for I think a week and a half. Yep. Autumn highs. Yeah, because how can you say I'm allergic to a tree? You're not cooking with it. Yeah. Nah, fish will get me a couple times. It depends on what kind it is. It's weird allergy. The goal here is to just cover right up to the very first row of the hook and eye of the back of the band. I'm getting extremely good because you know when you put the bra on, then it has. But I also make sure that the other side of the band has that slight little overlap. But that's what I'm doing here, and I'm about to stitch that in place. Extremely. I just have to go and add the ribbon piece on the bottom here, but outside of that, everything else is done, and it's kind of cute. I must admit, I'm gonna have to start refacing some bras because this was actually a fun little task to do. So, if you can't find the proper bra color to go underneath a garment of your choice where you just don't want to be out here free balling it willy nilly and you want to make sure that you actually have the right colored bra underneath, just make your own. This is like a mauve, pinkish, lavender kind of color. It's not really mauve. It's not a true mauve, but I can't really describe the color to you. But it's definitely not white. It's definitely not pink. It's somewhere in between a lavender and a mauve shade. Lavender pink color more than mauve. Yeah, definitely. But I hope you have fun doing your own DIY of recovering your bra of choice for whatever you need it for. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful, fun time sewing your own creations.